Well, unemployment has been falling successively now for many, many months. Another significant fall today, down by 76,000. Joining me is the Business Secretary, Vince Cable. Another big fall, but not as big as last month. Does that suggest there is some tailing off in job creation?
Well, not at all. In fact, there are about 250,000 new jobs being created over the quarter. And these figures are spectacularly good on all levels. You know, we've got falling unemployment, rising employment, record levels of employment. Young people getting into work was a major worry in the past. No, it is extremely good. And I think what's beginning to emerge is labour shortages in key areas. And for the next government, that's going to be the key task. I mean, as Lib Dems Secretary of State for Business, I've been trying to focus on this already. But skill shortages, investing in apprenticeships, investing in science and innovation, that's the new agenda that we have to have.
And when you say skills shortages, what sort of jobs are you talking about?
Well, we're already beginning to see in the construction industry that companies are not able to sustain the house building because they haven't got key skills at all levels. It's a problem in IT, creative industries. It's a problem in engineering. You know, we are investing massively in apprenticeships. Since I came into my job, we've managed to double the level of apprenticeship. We've got to do an awful lot more and at higher levels, and we've got to keep that going, not just to keep the growth in the economy going, but to raise living standards, which is the big challenge.
Is there any suggestion that business is being held back by the shortages that are now emerging?
I think business is being held back, and certainly we're getting a lot of feedback now from the construction industry that they can't get as far ahead with house building as they should because they haven't got the key people. Now that's a major challenge now to do the skills investment. It's a challenge to the government and business, and we've got to get behind that, but it equally means that certainly in the short run we are reliant on people from overseas to keep the growth going.
Earnings up by 1.7%, but that is down on the previous month, I think, of 1.9%. Does that suggest that the increase in people's living standards is beginning to tail off?
No, because inflation at the moment is virtually zero. So real incomes, real wages are growing. They're not growing spectacularly, but they are happening. And the position is better than that because the action of the coalition government, which my Liberal Democrat colleagues led, of lifting people out of income tax, is further increasing take-home pay. But an awful lot more needs to be done to raise earnings, and that can only happen if productivity rises, and that requires lots of investment in skills and science.
Politically, how difficult is it for you and the Liberal Democrats, though, to claim any of the credit for the recovery in the economy, and the danger that people will simply put it down to the Conservatives and it will benefit them, but not you?
Well, it simply isn't true, because had we not come together to form a coalition when there was a national emergency 5 years ago, it wouldn't have been possible to have the stability within which this recovery has taken place. We've been absolutely indispensable to that process, and we've got to, I think the public will take that point on board in the next 3 weeks.
Vince Cable, thanks very much for your time. Interesting there, not just the level of job vacancies, but as we were hearing from Mr. Cable there, now skills shortages beginning to emerge too, suggesting a real recovery in jobs growth in the economy.